The vehicle was damaged so badly that no one believed till long after the crash that people traveling in the car actually survived. But we did. Me and my driver, we are still alive to tell you this tale. The only difference was that from that day till about a month or so, every time I sat on a car, I used to fear that car coming from the opposite direction will drive straight into me. The driver used to come to me every day after the accident and ask just one question: how did we survive? I never could answer that, but I want to believe that both of us survived by a stroke of luck. But should people's lives on the roads be left to luck alone to survive? I used to ask myself this question every night after that incident. So after I joined the RTU and started seeing things from close and also had the authority and power to do something to get an answer to that question, which troubled me every night, I started to do few things in personal capacity and some in official capacity to bring in behavioral change in the society so that people's lives are no longer dependent on fate alone. I don't know what role fate plays in these accidents, many of which leads to deaths and permanent disability. But I know that the statistics involved in the road accidents, the deaths, permanent disability, damage to life and property, its impact on the overall GDP of the country, leave alone emotional trauma, the near and the dear ones go through, are something extremely shocking and unbelievable. And this is not just in India. The Global Status Report on Road Safety 2018, launched by World Health Organization in December 2018, highlights that the number of annual road traffic deaths has reached 1.35 million. Road traffic accidents are now the leading killer of people aged between 5 and 29 years. Why I'm referring to it as unbelievable is because you will be shocked and surprised to learn that from the moment I started this speech till now, someone have lost someone due to a road accident somewhere in the country. In India, more than 1.5 lakh people, approximately up to 2 lakh people die due to road accidents every year, which means 400 deaths every day. In the last 5 years, more than 65 lakh people were disabled completely. We are losing one person every 4 minutes due to road accidents in the country. It is that bad. And the statistics here are not discriminating. Its impact is being felt by one and all: rich, poor, educated, uneducated, young, old, everyone. Closely studying this pattern for some time, I realized that we need a behavioral change in our thinking and approach to all the aspects related to these malais. And this is not possible until and unless we bring together each and everyone in the country to believe in this cause and take a pledge to implement it. We can't achieve what we have set out to by just imposing heavy fines or stringent rules. We have to implement these changes in our DNA. One thing that runs deeply in every Indian's DNA is cricket. The reach of this game and the following of its stars are phenomenal. We Indians really eat, sleep, and breathe cricket. It is perhaps the divine intervention that has brought all of us together to create Road Safety World Series, where we will see all those legends in action whom we had started to miss in the last few years. I am sure we all who are here together today to make this happen will one day be very proud of what we did for ourselves and for our future generations. I know people look at sports as a form of entertainment, but if sports is played only for entertainment purpose, the Olympic movement and the glorious narrative will not have any meaning. The Road Safety World Series is not just a cricket tournament, but a platform to achieve much greater goals towards humanity as a whole. This is an event to create awareness towards eliminating the causes behind the malais and, of course, the great comeback of the legends. Why should we limit ourselves to just creating mythical stories of their legends and not watch them showcase their magical prowess once again, by which we are all enthralled not so long ago? I welcome you all to experience this unique journey where we will be not only be creating memories, but spearheading a movement to save more lives on Indian roads. I thank Mr. Sunil Gavaskar for coming in as the commissioner of the tournament, PMG for organizing the tournament, Viacom for joining as the broadcaster, Real Impact, Ogilvy Mathur, Ad Factors, WTV, TikTok, Lex Legal, Dicky Speak, Test Q, Sports Interactive, and all the players from Australia, West Indies, South Africa, Sri Lanka, and India who have agreed to be a part of this. Last but not the least, I offer my special thanks to Mr. Sachin Tendulkar for agreeing for being a brand ambassador for the Road Safety World Series. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, Sachin.
Now it's time to invite the living legend of Indian cricket, who is known for his class, composure, grit, determination, dedication, success, and a long list of personal and professional achievements which can't be compared to anybody else. Can we please facilitate the one and only Mr. Sunil Gavaskar? Don't run away. 1 second. And privileged to have you here. Thank you so much. Just wanted to know how excited you are to be a part of this initiative, which is so important for the nation today. Moreover, the world gets to see some of the best players on the planet coming together again to play the game, which is loved and followed by everyone in the country. So how are you feeling about that?
Well, good afternoon, everybody. Yes, I think this is a tremendous initiative, something we looked at doing last year itself when we had the No Horn initiative. But I think this is an even bigger initiative because this is something that I've felt very deeply concerned about, the fact that we lose so many lives on the roads. We, in India, tend to ignore how many lives are lost, how many families are traumatized by these accidents. If only we showed a little bit of discipline, we would be able to curb this. The other important aspect, which I believe is something that Ravi, in his capacity as the RTO chief, can look to do, is the issuing of licenses. The licenses are given today. Driving licenses are given really without any genuine tests to see whether the driver is capable of driving. In my own case, many years ago, I remember when I got a license, I had just come back from the West Indies, and I acquired a car, and I struggled to reverse and park the car properly. But the driving instructor said, doesn't matter, you drive straight, so I'm going to give you the license. We don't normally reverse. So that's what happened. No, that's the kind of leniency sometimes that can cause accidents. Now, don't forget, with the kind of cars that are in India now, the kind of speeds that the cars can generate, when you give a license to somebody who cannot read signs, and that's one of the things, if guys who cannot read signs, you are actually giving an AK-47 in his hands because he can mow down people. When you look at the guys causing the accidents, it's invariably the professionals who are doing it. And by professionals, I mean, guys whose profession is driving, whether it is bus drivers, truck drivers, your personal drivers, they are the ones who are causing the accidents. So I think that is something that we really, really need to look at. And of course, the two-wheelers, they are a law unto themselves. Where they can get away, they just get away with. You could have a red light over there, but the two-wheelers will get through. I think if we have a situation where there is zero tolerance, I promise you, I know we've just had a situation where there are heavy fines, etc. involved. But unless you have a zero tolerance policy, these accidents are going to keep on happening. You go to the expressways, you go to the highways in different parts of the country, and I've done that. There are trucks coming in the wrong lane. If that is the side that they should be, they are coming on this side, although and they actually come in the fast side of the lane. So this is a real serious issue, and I think we really need to look at. And if I've got the opportunity to get involved with it, that's why I'm speaking my mind, but I do believe that to save trauma for the families, I think we really need to have zero tolerance. Sorry, I think it's another, I think we're looking at the Legends launch, and I think this is a fantastic initiative. I'm sure that, when they participate, the message will also go through about the road safety. And I'm pretty certain that if you all take it very seriously and not just, pay lip service, we'll be able to save many lives. Thank you all.
Thank you so much. I now have the privilege to welcome one of the most accomplished, loved, and revered cricketers of all time. He obviously needs no introduction, and more importantly, he's also the brand ambassador of this league, and he is none other than the one and only so much for being here. Just wanted to know how excited you are to play the game again, that too against some of your biggest rivals, and to support such a great initiative.
Needless to say that whenever we are back on the field, it's exciting. So to have all my colleagues against whom I played, and also someone who was at the non-strikers and when I batted, and occasionally when I was at the non-strikers and entertained me. I think I'm going to use this dais to give a small message. I thought Mr. Gavaskar spoke all the relevant points in which we cannot ignore. I think something which needs to be taken into notice, and I'm sure Ravi is going to address those issues because those are concerning issues. You know, when you hear almost close to 200,000 lives are lost every year because of road accidents, and every 4 minutes, one life is lost. We can't afford to lose any life. And this is only happening because people are not disciplined, people are not following traffic rules. I myself have experienced bikers also riding their bikes without helmets and riding in opposite direction, the wrong side of the road. I don't think that's a great sign, and these are concerning areas which we must address as a nation. It just doesn't happen only in Mumbai, but I've seen this happening in various parts of our country, which is easily avoidable if we maintain discipline. I feel the most important factor here is we are lacking patience. We are becoming more and more impatient nowadays. Everyone wants everything to happen right away. I feel from my experience, you can either have it right or you can have it now. You can't have everything right now, and patience is one thing that we are lacking. I think when we were all kids, I'm sure we all must have maintained a piggy bank at home, and we put whatever money our parents or grandparents gave us, and we would count them at the end of the day. How much did I save? Now here's one message, which is a virtual piggy bank, but a piggy bank which is full of blessings. And here I'm trying to request all the drivers, if you see an elderly person who's struggling to cross the road, stop your car. Let that old lady or old man cross the road. Those 30 seconds will not get you somewhere in life. I think it's all about those blessings. So if we can fill up those, the piggy bank with blessings, I think it has the potential of changing our mindset. It is only the mindset which makes us do a lot of things. If we change our mindset, there are a number of good things which can follow.
Great. Thank you so much. Real Impact is a leading broadcast, equipment rental and production company in India, managed by a team of professionals who have considerable experience in producing world-class events with acknowledged acumen in the creative, technical and production departments. We have consistently delivered the highest standard of outside broadcasting, sports production and equipment rental to a worldwide client base, totally focusing on customer satisfaction. Ms. Divya Rajiv Sabharwal, representative of Real Impact, would now like to give a small brief about the league format. I'd like to invite on stage is someone who has successfully opened new worlds with socially relevant content. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Sudhanshu Vats, Group CEO and MD, Viacom 18, the man who has proved that doing good is good for people. If you'd like to say a few words.
Thank you. Thanks, Shivani. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, first of all, it's indeed my pleasure, and I am also very excited to be here today because, as all of you know, most of us grow playing cricket. Many of us, and I think it's great to be amongst legends. Most of us in India do that. I've had a similar journey. I used to, and did go beyond gully cricket though. I played at the Haryana state level. And when we were growing up, I would first like to start with Sunil Gavaskar. We would listen to, those were the days of listening to commentary on radio. And early mornings when you were playing in those different countries, you would be listening to those. Early morning, you would get up from wherever and I grew up a lot in different hostels. So you'd be up in those hostels and all that and listening to all of them. And what a treat it was. So the first thing everybody would ask when you would get up, because it would be odd time, particularly Australia, is Sunny still batting? And if the answer is yes, you would say, wow. So I think that's the way it would start. Over on to, Sachin, of course, the first, and of course, lots has been said, and as Shibani said, no introduction is needed. But the first 16-year-old boy in Pakistan, and that innings is something deeply embedded in the late 80s, if I'm not mistaken, in my memory. And thank you, both of you, Sunny and Sachin, for doing this. Thank you because this indeed is a great thing. We at Wycom 18 very firmly believe that behavioral change and social change can be brought about by media. And like, as Ravi was talking about it, I think for road safety to happen, three things have to come together. I think one is the equipment and the quality of our vehicles have to have that equipment. That is happening. I think we're becoming very stringent about it. The second is, I think, fines, and I do appreciate the fines being strong. And I think because that is an important piece. But third is the behavior piece for which we are here today. And I think to be able to drive that behavior, it is a very important initiative. Thank you for taking this initiative, and we are proud to be partnering it. Great to see Brett Lee, Jonty Rhodes, Dilshan, Brian Lara, and Viru. I think thank you for being here in person and taking this forward. I'm very excited. I think we'll have great time. As they say, 50 is the new 30, perhaps new 20. All of them are very, very fit. And I think, you will see great cricket as we go forward. So it'll be entertaining cricket. It'll be great messages as we take this forward. Thank you. Thank you for your time, and thank you for me.
Just to clarify, I'm not 50 yet.
Thank you for clarifying.
Well said, Sachin.
I'd now like to invite Mr. Radhesham Mopalwar, Senior IAS Chairman, MSRDC. And I would like, or request rather, Mr. Bagri. To speak a little on the association with the league.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's no doubt a great privilege on this stage and amongst the great legends of cricket. I head an organization which builds expressways, that is Road Development Corporation. And let me tell you, this initiative has come at the most appropriate time. All of us know there is a great controversy on the New Motor Vehicles Act. And there is a time when actually such initiatives would be a great success. There are three components of road safety. One is human, second is engineering, and third is the administration. I suppose what is most important is human administration. And at this moment, when there are 1.3 million deaths taking place in India, out of that 150,000 deaths taking place in Maharashtra, very important is we had 97,000 kilometers of national highways, and in last 5 years, we have declared new national highways of almost 100,000 kilometers. So when road infrastructure is improving, it is necessary that the road safety becomes the prime focus of everybody. And at this point of time, Road Safety World Series getting launched, I suppose that's a great gift to this country. And this will go a long way in actually bringing an awareness on compliance, human behavior, behavioral pattern. And secondly, even on administration, because enforcement is the most important thing. And what we lack, while we talk about the human behavior, we don't talk about the enforcement, which is very lax. And enforcement, when it is given tool of a New Motor Vehicles Act, now I suppose this enforcement should go a long way. And this World Series taking place in February, I suppose will take a message a long way in improving the safety on the road. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Finally, I'd like to invite Mr. Rahul Mehta from Shant Bharat Surakshit Bharat. I would request Mr. Mehta to please speak. Mr. Meisker, would you like to say something? Would our team owners like to say a few words?
Good afternoon, everybody. I think it's a great honor and privilege to be on this dais with the legends of the cricket, right from starting from Mr. Gavaskar and going all the way up to Brett Lee, including Mr. Tendulkar, Mr. Jonty Rhodes, the captain of the South African team, which we are a part of being. Also Mr. Brian Lara and the entire team which has worked, I would say, to make this event a grand success. When I was touched upon this particular event, I would say 6 months back, I would say I was not very sure on where would this culminate, but I think the way they have done such a wonderful job in terms of making this event a grand success, I wish all the team which has worked, including Mr. Gaikwad at the forefront. I think just before I came, I heard all the great people talking about the road safety, which is utmost of prime importance for all of us in this country to begin with. As a part of or as a responsible road developer, I would say that the responsibility starts right from the way you build the roads, and I think we are one of the largest road builders in the country. The Vice Chairman of MSRDC, Mr. Mopalwar, who is responsible for building the Nagpur-Mumbai Super Express Highway. I think roads definitely play an integral part of the entire network. Roads is the primary thing, but at the same time, what is important, as most of the people said in the earlier, I would say, comments, is what is important is I would say responsiveness or the responsibility of a road user. And road user is something which is only, I would say, educating the people in terms of how you drive the vehicle. Either it may be a truck driver, a car driver, or even a two-wheeler. Responsible driving is very important. And as Mr. Tendulkar rightly said, either you have it right or now. So that is something very important which I think people need to really look into. And if we are more responsible towards the other people on the road, I think majority of the accidents can be evaded and can be stopped, which will save, of course, a very, very important human life, which is at most of prime importance for all of us in the country and across the world. So I really, once again, would like to thank for having me on this forum and also hosting such a grand event. And as everybody knows, cricket is a religion in the country. So with the great legends passing on this fantabulous message of road safety, I think we are going to have a great response to the way things are being done today and going forward. I wish all of them a grand success once again, and thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much. Finally, we have Mr. Yuvraj Virk, representative of TikTok, and TikTok is the community partner of the league. He's also going to announce the Sri Lankan team, along with the captain, of the Sri Lankan team, who is, of course, Tilakaratne Dilshan. If I could please ask you to come up on. I would now like to invite one of my favorites, Mr. Virender Sehwag, who is obviously playing for the Indian team. If I could ask you to come up on stage as well. Mr. Prasad, if I could ask you to say a few words, please.
I'd like to make this short. I share the sentiment. As I come to India, I have a first-hand experience of the road hazard here, and I share the sentiment and the concern about risk. And I'm very happy to share the same platform to promote safety on the roads in India. Thanks.
Thank you so much. Would you like to say a few words?
So we're very excited to partner with the Road Safety World Series. As a part of this partnership, we'll be launching the hashtag Road Safety Champs on our platform to spread awareness about road safety to over 200 million TikTok users in India. Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much. Gentlemen, if I could ask you all to please now come together in the middle of the stage so we can get a group photo. Jonty, did you want to say something? Yes, you did. You did. I could see that you did.
TikTok.
Go on.
TikTok. Look, just on behalf of the legends that are standing in front of you, I have been wondering why I got the invite to come here, these guys. And then I realized, just listening to everybody here, as the father of India and last name Rhodes, India Rhodes, obviously it's obviously very relevant that I'm involved. And I kept thinking, well, I'm one of the legends, but actually I'm not. I'm just here because it is relevant. I am one of the two-wheelers, I'm afraid, that used to ride without a helmet. I do love to get on a Royal Enfield, the Bullet. I'm a bit old school, so I do like the classic 500cc. It's not a punt. But on the first time there was a picture of me without a helmet, there were comments in the newspaper, and I took them to heart. So discipline is something that can be taught. And lane discipline is one area, certainly. I am somebody who's ridden from this hotel on a bicycle, on a motorbike, and in a car. And it's taken me the same time. So it doesn't have to be faster, as Sachin so rightly said. Those 30 seconds are not going to get you anywhere in life quicker, but certainly can add to the piggy bank. So I now know why I am here as India Rhodes' dad, but it's great to be involved with all these legends and everybody else who is going to make a difference. So thank you for having me.
Great to have you. Thank you so much. Brian, would you like to say a few words? You're fine? Okay. Brett, you always want to say a few words. Come on, Brett.
Namaste, ab kaise hai? Look, it's wonderful to be part of these amazing superstars next to me. Guys that I grew up watching and had the pleasure to play against. It is a great message. On a serious note, to think that in less than 1 hour, in terms of numbers, a whole cricket team could be wiped out. So we are here to make a difference. We're here to change the way that we perceive things. Driving down the street all the time, we see the whole family on a motorbike with no helmet. So it's awareness, it's making sure that we can educate and empower a lot of these people throughout India to firstly know about road safety, and then secondly, with a great message obviously from cricketers, we are here to have a good time playing cricket. It's going to be competitive. I'm looking forward to going up against the legend Sachin Tendulkar again, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Looking forward to next year.
Can't wait. We're all looking forward to it as well. If anyone else, is there anyone else that would like to say anything? Have we addressed? We have? Okay. No? Okay. Could we ask our team captains, players, team owners, Mr. Gaikwad, Mr. Gavaskar, if you could all kind of get into squeeze into the center, please. Maybe we can have the players in the front. All right, thank you so much. We'll give you plenty of time to take pictures after this, please. Thank you so much. Moving forward, gentlemen, you can take a seat. You can take your seats. Members of the press, if I could ask you to please move back so that we can have the cricketers take their seats. Thank you so much. Now, moving forward, we're going to be launching the league website and the team websites. TikTok is an iOS and Android social media video app for creating and sharing short lip-sync comedy and talent videos. The app was launched in 2017 by ByteDance. In 2018, the application gained popularity and became the most downloaded app and is available in over 150 markets and in 75 languages. In February 2019, TikTok, together with Douyin, hit 1 billion downloads globally. The TikTok mobile app allows users to create a short video of them, which often feature music in the background. It can be sped up, slowed down, or edited with a filter. To create a music video with the app, users can choose background music from a wide variety of music genres, edit with a filter, and record a 15-second video with speed adjustments before uploading it to share with others on TikTok or social media platforms. Great. All right, now may I please ask Mr. Sachin Tendulkar to come forward, once again, and do the unveiling of the league trophy. Where's the league trophy happening? Oh, it's here. Okay, so the unveiling of the trophy will happen over here. I'm going to ask everyone in the audience to do a countdown. 10 going backwards, 10, 9, 8. You know how it goes. Ready? You okay? You know how to do it? Yeah, after I say.